I lost a huge deal with a game publisher and $20,000. Not only did I lose this deal, but the game that I was working on fell into development hell and has just been stuck in limbo for like more than a year. I'm definitely going to finish the game someday because it has some cool game mechanics and an interesting story, but I just kind of lost the drive to work on it after all of this happened. I still have a lot of respect for this publisher, so I'm not going to be naming them because I don't want other developers to turn down deals with them just because I had an awkward experience. They have funded some really cool games and I'm still looking forward to seeing more from them, so if you're watching this, no harsh feelings. I still love your games and maybe we can work something out on a future project. But the main issue for this project was communication. There wasn't much. This is a major red flag when talking to publishers because it usually means you're a lower priority than the other games that they're working on. For some reason, I didn't really see this until it was too late. I was already deep into development and planning everything out, but we didn't have a formal contract. Even the first call was a little awkward because they reached out to me and asked me, how much money do you want? And I was like, I don't know. The last game that I published made like $1,000. So I just threw out a number out there and I said 10 grand. And they were like, no, we're gonna give you 20 grand. And I was like, sweet, okay. Look, 20 grand doesn't sound like a lot to other developers that already have publisher deals, but for me, that's life-changing money. I was ready to drop everything, quit my 9-to-5 job and work my ass off on this game. So that was the entire first meeting. There were several meetings after, but the whole plan was we're gonna give you 20 grand. We'll market the game for you. We have voice actors, graphic designers, all of this stuff. All we need is 50%, which is a lot. And I'm shocked looking back that this deal didn't go through because this was the best game that I've ever made. They definitely would have got their money back plus some. They originally found me through my game Convenient. And this game was supposed to be like Convenient, but scaled way up. There was multiple escape rooms, larger puzzles, a nice inventory system, and a deep story. The more I talk about it, I actually want to go back and work on this game. But they wanted 50% and I said yes. The communication at the beginning was actually fine. We had a deal laid out. Even though they wanted 50%, I was fine with it. I was making documents showing my progress on the game and everything, and they said, we'll hit you up in a week with a contract. A week goes by, no contract. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Another week goes by, still no contract. That's okay. These things take time. A month goes by, still no contract. Our lawyers are kind of slow, but we really want to publish your game still. 2 months goes by, no contract. And I'm finally like, okay, something is up. And eventually I just said, I'm gonna stop messaging them. And if they don't reach out to me, they're just not that interested and I might be wasting my time. So I quit messaging them and they went silent. And soon after that, they actually published a game that went on to easily make more than $1 million, which I'm not mad at. That game was really good. But if they were just focused on that game or other projects instead of mine, I would have rather them just tell me that instead of kind of leading me on. But I put that game on pause and I made Project Proxima as like a side passion project, which is basically Iron Lung in space. And if you haven't played it, please go check it out. It's pretty sick. I'm super proud of how that turned out. So if this deal did go through, I don't think I would have ever made Project Proxima or had gotten into trailer editing with Puppet Combo. So in a way, I think it was meant to be. But if you're an indie developer, go for publishers. If you need help with funding or development, it's completely fine. Just stay vigilant because some publishers can screw you over in contracts. I don't think this one was trying to do that, but they can also ghost you if they lose interest before you sign a contract. Ultimately, I'm not qualified to give you advice. I've self-published all my games. I'm just sharing my experience with a single publisher. If you've had your own weird experience with publishers, good or bad, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.